Hi, it's Beezy, and I'm sitting by the side of the, what is this? Not quite the Puget Sound, it's still an inlet, but the Puget Sound is behind me, and the Sailor Sea is beyond that. How's it going? I was nudged to sit at this picnic table and let the doggies leave some of their Puget Sound water, which is on their fur, on the sidewalk by the picnic table, so that it's not in the truck. And I'm getting everything salty and Aussied and soggied at the same time. So what I really wanted to play with is these amazing times that we're in. At the one hand, seeming incredibly crunchy and chaotic and things going off the rails, personally, professionally, not just with me. I mean, a little bit with me. I had my zonk down last week, but for all sorts of things, individuals and company structures, sectors of things, everything is just reaching its rock and roll stage of unwinding and collapsing and folding back into itself, I think is a fair way to describe it. And it's a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing to feel and see and experience. Why? Because at the same exact moment, I'm just laughing because a call was coming in and their ears must have been burning. At the same exact moment, the becoming is expanding and accelerating, hyper with, salsa dancing and jazzified sparklers, exciting and expanding. For what is coming into being. And the most incredible and fun thing about that is that it's all of our making. Each one of us is making. Because whether we know it or not, believe it or not, understand it or not, we have been creating all of that and creating with specificity. Hi, Lisa. With specificity that buffet, that amazing landscape, that unprecedented co-creation and the colors for quite some time. And I'm talking about specifically for the new vibrational landscape and for what is coming through. We're creators, so we're always doing that. We're always putting, as Abraham would say, things in our vortex. But what I'm speaking of is beyond that, and we can pull it into tangible, touchable reality with all of its nuance and striations of beautiful simplicity and complexity. Hey, what are you eating? Don't eat dead fish. At the same time, by focusing in our heart and coming through that. So what are you noticing? What are you noticing as you go throughout your day? Are you saying, God, the gas prices are high and everything's going to blank? Or are you noticing that, it's a bit of a challenge out here and that prices are high and it's still spectacularly delicious? Just feel the air. Feel the aliveness in it. Feel how would I describe it? Feel a whole new way of being and doing and existence coming more and more each moment into its full regalia, its full beingness, its full right here, right now, unfolding. No waiting at all. Zip, nada. And the crashing down at the same time. And the really cool thing about that is, there's so many choice points unfolding for people in that crashing down. So many choice points in how to flow in a totally different way than you have been before. And so many choice points in how to get creative and be inspired to take actions and unfold doings and creations and interactions and cooperation and collaboration in a whole new way, that because of that shift, because of that 180, because of that amazing change from dark to light, it has so much more amplitude into what it creates and brings forward. And maybe that's what I really wanted to play with, and that goes for every being, seen and unseen, and on every realm in all of existence is, and whatever has been being unfolded before, and what was fun before to play in to the absolute nines, and that total shift. And even though it's, gives you a little trepidation and it's uncharted waters, it's really spectacular when you step into that, even if it's a deep reach, that core of you, which is love absolute, which is shining bright light. And then all the others who are maybe have been kind of go-alongers or just kind of flowing throughers, but not in a flowing way, in the flow of all that is, but in a way of just kind of the tide of life, and you're busy and you're tired and you just, could have 5 minutes, you're just going to veg out in front of the TV. And that's shifting too. And each little moment, each time you don't turn that on, or each time you have a glass of water instead of something that has restrictive molecules in it, like coffee or something like that. Each time you make a different choice for what your body feels like it wants. Not in any way because, hey, like some places it's out there, you gotta eat this and stand on the end of a dock with a piling with the leg up, and get the right pose. It's not at all about that. It's because you're feeling, I want to drink something different today. I want to relax, unwind in a different way today. I want to tune in and look at, what the surroundings are in Gaia in a different way today. And the slightest movement, the slightest shift, the slightest opening in that, it's like all of a sudden, instead of, what wasn't there saying that, a habit takes 28 days to become a habit and all that, 28 seconds. Because when we move, when we pivot, and it's not because it's a should, not because it's, the ruse of the New Year's resolutions or something like that, but because all of us asked us, hey, what do we think about that? And we thought, we stopped for a moment, we felt into it, and we thought about it. and we shift it, and that sets this wonderful, effervescent, tumbling, joyful, I don't know what is a different analogy than the dominoes, but where everything is just, those bouncing balls, or everything is going together and the sparks are flying and the things are lighting up. And yeah, weird metaphor, but it matches the energies, it matches the expansion. And the most wonderful thing, I think, of all of that is in these moments now, the playing together, the co-creation together, hey, I was thinking of doing this. Do you want to do this? Hey, well, that's an interesting idea. Let's play together. Let's add and all these different things. Hey, Jennifer, together. And that's where some even more cool, effervescent, sparkle, loonies come forth. So, the only other thing I wanted to share is that the colors and calling in color, feeling in, maybe there's a color that you want to experience more of, or that your body or your soul or part of your vibrational frequency needs more of. That's not an accident. There's something about a specific color that's coming to you. You could wear it. You could, if you like gardening, buy a plant that color. Just tune into that color. Look around and pick out that color in the landscapes. But intentionally focusing on seeing, feeling, playing with, flowing that color stream, the harmonic of the color within your being will help with more up jumps that are occurring in us vibrationally. It'll change the receptors in your sensory array to bring more stuff in. I've noticed there have been days that I've thought of a specific color and played with it, and it's almost like I had that video where I could see inside of my brain and all the different things that were going on. Well, this was in the ocular cortex, but was also in, I'm not sure what the pineal gland cortex. I could see, feel, hear even things changing. Kind of like if you have a camera that's a bayonet mount for the lens, it's a subtle and very, very quiet noise, but it makes a little click when it comes into position, when you're putting your gear together. And it's audible, perhaps not these ears audible, but it's audible. Clearly audible when you pull in that color. And I don't think they're set colors. I think it's different colors for each being. But that'd be something fun to play with. I've been playing with that a lot, and I'm feeling the feeling of playing with it now as I'm speaking with you, hanging out with you. And it's really cool. It's really cool. So try it. Feel into, notice your body, heart, mind, soul, all aspects of that. Is there a color that you want more of, or want me to play with more of, or to experience more of? And then on every way imaginable, connect with that color. Flow that color. Flow the frequency, the harmonic, the resonant sound, and effervescence of that color through all of your bodies, and see the different changes that occur. So just playing by Puget Sound and Salish Sea, and drying the Aussies. So they're leaving more of Puget Sound on the grass and the sidewalk here by the picnic bench. I love you.